today, instead of doing a Writer's Wednesday, because at the moment I am suffering from writer's block. First time ever, so I can't complain. So, but I've got a few plans on how to get rid of it. I just wanted to do a few videos, get them out of the way, and then I can try and do my plan starting from tomorrow. So, this Wednesday is going to be a Where Are They Wednesday. It's going to be like, I'll do it periodically and sporadically, it won't be a weekly thing like my Murder Case Mondays. What it is, it's about missing people and the circumstances surrounding the disappearance and so on. The first one is going to be a local case to me. Some of you might not be aware, but I live in a place called York, which is in the northeast of the UK, in England to be precise. And the year before I moved over here, a young lady went missing. How old was she when she went missing? She was 35 when she went missing. She was, I think, thereabouts. If I've got the math wrong, I'll pop it down underneath. But she was a local lady who went missing. A few bits of information about the case and why it's not been resolved. And then, as much as I'd love to offer my opinion on a case like this, I don't think that I will, because there have been numerous times when people have gone missing and then everybody saw it, oh, they're gone, they're no longer with us, and then they come turn up alive. So we shall see. But I'll explain what the police found, and then you can sort of make your own mind up from there. Now, the young lady's name is Claudia Elizabeth Lawrence. Her face will be in the intro part. She went missing on the night of the 18th of March. She spoke to her parents by telephone that night. She sent us a text message at 23 minutes past 8. I'm sorry, I've got notes in front of myself. And received a text message from a boy working in Cyprus who was a friend at 12 minutes past 9. Her passport and bank cards were found at home after people realised she was missing. She was reported missing to North Yorkshire Police after failing to show for work the following morning. They then released a statement that they were treating the case as a murder, not as a missing persons. That's because usually there's something missing in the house that insinuates that they're gone. They've just wanted to go missing. Such as they'll take bank statements, passport, whatever. There was nothing taken. Her father initially didn't believe that her daughter had a secret life, which I'll get to in a minute, and that her friends and family knew nothing about her, as stated by Detective Superintendent Ray Galloway during the BBC's Crime Watch episode on the case. Crime Watch is very similar to, I'd probably say somewhat similar to Most Wanted, something similar to that, or 2020 or Daylight, something along those lines, for those non-Brits. If I can find the episode, I'll pop it above, because it would actually be good for you to refer back to, and then because I'm just going to be summarising the case and explaining a few bits and pieces, and linking to a few videos on the case, and then you can, if you know of anything, then you can, scream up and say hi and tell people that you know something and possibly help the family. The father then later on admitted that it was possible that he didn't recognise his daughter after the details of her social life surfaced. This is going onto the rumour side of things. The rumours are that she was having relationships with several married men, that she had relationships with several men at the same time. You know, something that a woman of her age, it's not totally unheard of for women of that age to explore who they are and explore their their relationship with sex and all that lot in the wrong way, and this was probably just her way of doing it. 6 weeks after being reported missing, the investigation was reclassified from missing persons to homicide, although they admitted they had no evidence that she was dead, but all the evidence pointed towards that she wasn't missing. Between her disappearance to 2010, numerous searches were done in various locations surrounding York University, which is the main York University. I'll explain why. Well, we have two universities here in York. We have St John's, and then we have the main university. So I think the main one that we actually went to see, I think the searches were in the main York University. I'm not sure, I can't remember. Heslington in York. Now, is near school, an area near school playground near Heslington, and a muddy farm track and cypress, and she knew several people there, but nothing of any value was ever discovered. In 2013, there was a major crime unit review, which basically means the whole section of North Yorkshire Police basically got shifted around. After an injection of £300,000 that was based in Harrogate, the unit was used to lessen the burden of the task of day-to-day policing and handle crimes including rape, kidnaps, and review cold cases, one of which was Claudia's. Her house was searched with using new advanced techniques not available in 2009, because forensic science is something that's always evolving. Using these new techniques, they found fingerprints and a man's DNA on a cigarette in her car. Her mobile pings, basically when you're near a salvage action pylon thing, your phone essentially pings onto that thing, so people know where you are because they can see where you are, usually if you've received a text or something. Reports revealed that she'd been in Acomb in the weeks leading up to her disappearance. Now, where I'm based, where she lived is that way, but Acomb's that way. She's based over near Huntington way. That's where she lived. Because we usually go past it from here when we go to Asda, which is over which is that way. But Acomb is that way. So, in the weeks leading up to her disappearance, and that her phone was turned off by somebody at 12:10 GMT on Thursday the 19th of March. CCTV footage revealed a silver Ford Focus hatchback driving along Heworth Road, which is where she lived. The car's brake lights came on as it approached near Claudia's house. On 13th of May 2014, 59-year-old man named Michael Snelling was arrested on suspicion for her murder. He worked at a charity where I used to go actually, at York Mind. From 2013, but prior to 2013, he worked for the biology department in the University of York. York Mind is that way, so it's on Clifton Green, so it's that way. It's near the the video I did not long ago with the picture of the hospital, York Mine is literally just down the road from there. They searched Snelling's deceased mother's house in North Shields Tyneside, which is Newcastle, so I think that's also that one. Tyneside in North Yorkshire, but and then North Yorkshire shortly after them revealed that there could possibly be more arrests coming. Another arrest happened on 23rd of March 2015. On 8th of March 2016, all criminal proceedings against the 4 men that were arrested, were dropped, citing lack of evidence. North Yorkshire Police blamed lack of cooperation from witnesses on the fact that the cases had to be dropped. Police authorities agreed that there was similarities of cases between Claudia's case and 2 of the women's case. These are the cases of Melanie Hall and Joanna Yates. 2 people of a similar appearance who went missing in 1996 and 2010 respectively, but as yet there is no evidence being found linking the 3 cases together. When a young lady's body was discovered, I think Christmas of 2010, Lawrence's father feared that it was her, but the body was later identified as Yates. Now, I'm going to go into local rumours. Because this case is local to me, obviously I have a bit more insight because I can give you a bit more background because I live in the area. And I'll let you know of any credence, but I can't say either way because I don't know what evidence the police have. I don't know what information the police have, because with it being an ongoing investigation, they don't reveal a huge amount. Local rumours think that there is a chance that her remains are in the foundation of a university building that was built when she went missing, which I think was actually part of the St John's University. I'm not 100% sure, but there is speculation that she's in the foundations of one of the universities. That's, like I said, that's a local rumour. It's something the police are aware of. The father has said that social media is probably going to be one of the best ways to find out what's happened with her, but we shall see. There's also a lot of distrust for the father. A lot of people don't like him. As to quote Scooby-Doo, there's something hinky about him. So it's just one of those things. I have actually written my opinion here, so I'm going to backtrack and say yes, I am going to offer my opinion. Like I said, this is just my opinion. But I could be wrong. I could drastically wrong, and I hope I am. I really do hope I am. I doubt she's alive. I agree with the police that she's probably no longer with us. But I fear that she will never be found, and I have faith that eventually, like with Kendrick Johnson, like with John Bonet, I do so hope that one day somebody's going to speak up and say, I know something, and allow her family to grieve. Now, like I said, this is a local case. It is a case that is everywhere. Literally, if you see any police vans, there's usually a poster of her on the bike, and it is heart-wrenching for the family. And my thoughts and condolences my thoughts and heart goes out to their family, because it's not nice. It's not nice at all. To have someone just go completely missing is horrible. It is horrible. But there's nothing else we can do but hope and pray. So, but if you know anything, then please get in touch with the North Yorkshire Police. What I'll do is I'll probably leave a couple of bits of a few links down below as well. Because, like I say, if you can find the BBC Crime Watch programme on it, I'll pop that up in the iPod for you to have a look at, so you can, because that'll go into a lot more detail than what I can go into in a short YouTube video. With a bit of luck, this case, as with the Kent Johnson case that I did on Monday, will sort of fall into place. But we just have to wait and see. So, with that being said, I will see you tomorrow for Truth Talk Thursday. So, sorry, I'm recording these on Monday night, so I'm thinking it's nearly said Trash Talking Tuesday then. So I will see you tomorrow for Truth Talking Thursday. I haven't decided what the weekend video is going to be yet. So stay safe, be good, and I'll see you soon.